Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video we're going to be doing like a Valentine's Day get ready with me sort of a video with some new products that I have. So I've decided to incorporate some of my older products and some new products because I saw a lot of new launches and I thought, okay, why not sit down and get filming a get ready with me. And you don't really have to necessarily use these products if you are like going on for Valentine's Day or getting ready, but if in case you're planning to buy it or like gift it to yourself and you wanted a quick review about these products, that's the whole point. You can always create similar looks with any products that you have. So I just wanted to make it a little bit interesting with some new products. I'm also bugged using the same products time and time again. So yeah, this video is filmed in natural light. I hope you can see everything true to color, true to texture, however it is. And anyways, let's get started with the video. Before I start off with anything, I want to first prep my lips because it's like super dry. I'm going to be using this Dot & Key Gloss Boss Cherry Pop Lip Balm. Like my lips were the worst affected during the winter month. It's like super dry. Anyways, first let's do our eyebrows. So for that I'm going to be using this Colorbar brow shaping and defining kit. I think this comes in just one shade. So it's like an eyebrow palette. You do get a mini, like a tweezer, you get an eyebrow brush, and you also get a small little spoolie, and this comes with a mirror as well. It's like a brow pomade on one side, so you get like a pomade on one side and an eyebrow powder on the other. So I have already used this before, but because I have so many products, I don't even remember how this actually worked. Okay, I can't use this brush, it's too tiny. So I'm using this BS Small brush, which is my usual like eyebrow brush. I don't think this is for my eyebrow hair as such, like it's too light. So this eyebrow kit actually works, okay? So you can see it actually filled it in, but it's just that I'm too used to brown and darker brown shades that I'm not like satisfied that I've got the definition I want to, but it does fill in the eyebrow hair pretty well. But I think it would work pretty well for people of lighter hair color. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Mesmereyes eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be taking this shade and applying it to my crease. For Valentine's Day, I always like to go like for soft rosy tones. I just feel like they look really nice and subtle. And so I'm going to be using this shade as well, like just kind of blending those two together, meshing it in. And then for my outer corner, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Then for my lid, I'm going to be taking this subtle like silverish pink shade. Silverish. Ooh, I like that. Brush I'm using is from the brand called Babla. It's just like for 60 rupees or something. Just to top it off in the center, I'm going to be using this pink shade. Now I seem to have another idea. Let me get back. It just occurred to me that I have these Mars Northern Lights in a pan, and I feel like this would add the reflex you're looking for. So it has, as you can see, it's a beautiful duochrome shade. It has a little bit of like purplish, pink, green hints to it. It's like a multi-chrome eyeshadow. So I'm going to be taking this and applying it maybe towards the center. The reason I'm using like a base eyeshadow for these duochrome eyeshadows because they're not pigmented on their own and they are a nice eyeshadow topper in fact. Just for the inner corner, I'm going to be taking this shade, like a pearlish shade. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Mars High Top Mascara. I recently tried this out and I actually really like this mascara. I already do have a little bit of mascara on, like I was filming another video, so please excuse me. This mascara, in my opinion, is a good lengthening mascara. It makes your lashes look feathery. It's like you have feathery lashes. It doesn't add a lot of volume, but I do quite like it. Now for face, I'm going to be trying out this new primer. This one is the RENEE Bollywood Filter primer. I've seen a lot of people use this and some people really like it. I'm not very sure, so that's why I'm going to be testing it out. It has this silicone consistency and it also has a very like floral scent to it. It has like mild pore filling effect to it. It's not the most like intense pore filling primer I have ever seen. Also from RENEE, I got this face gloss illuminating glass skin with hyaluronic acid. This is what it looks like. You get 10 ml of product and this retails for 599 rupees, which is quite pricey, but I did pick it up on a pretty good discount. Okay, it actually does make your face look nice and glowy, and it's not like it has large visible shimmer particles, which I absolutely love. And the shimmer is like finely milled and it's closely knit, so you can't really see it on your skin as well. It's not like large visible shimmer particles, so that's something I really like. Now I'm going to be quickly correcting my face, and for that I don't really have an affordable product with me right here because I always have my MAC concealer palette on this table at all times. And now for the face, I have another product also from RENEE. This one is their face base BB cream 7-in-1. I don't know what is 7-in-1 in this. So this product you get 30 ml and for 550 rupees. Again, I could get it on a pretty good discount. I got this in the shade Cinnamon. I'm not sure if this works for my skin tone even, but again, there's not a lot of swatches online, so I couldn't really make out. I just am in mood to try out BB creams and a lot of these CC creams because we are entering summer right now and it's starting to get a little bit hot, and I don't see myself reaching for like heavy thick foundations. This is how the shade looks like. It seems a little like orange toned for my skin tone, but let's see. It's a little too orange. Once you blend it, it looks fine. I've observed that when the product is this runny, it starts to get a little like streaky, so it's nice to like press it into your skin like this. All of these products are heavily scented, so just letting you know up front, if you have sensitive skin, like I don't know why my skin is burning right here, and I don't even have like very sensitive skin. Okay, this is very, very light coverage in terms of like, you know, like your typical, like it's more like a tinted moisturizer in my opinion. So if you wanted something for a daily look, you would really like it. It looks like skin. It blends pretty well, just a little streaky. So you have to take your time and press the product into your skin. The coverage is very light, like light to sort of light medium, but not more than that. I don't think you can build on this product because I don't think it's meant for that purpose. But if you wanted to use a product for every day, I think you can. So for concealer, I'm going to be using my usual Insight HD concealer. I don't really have a new concealer to recommend, so or try out. They don't have any shade mentioned on this. It's been a while since I got it. Blending the concealer out with this Europe Girl EG034 brush. This is a beautiful, affordable concealer. It gives you really good coverage and also lasts a really long time underneath my eyes. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using this Faces Canada Banana Compact. This was a pretty recent launch and I was very intrigued with it. I wanted to see how it works out. This is what the compact looks like. It's a little too yellow. I'm going to just set underneath my eyes for now. Okay, it does set the concealer in pretty well. Now for contour, I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Contour, Cream Contour shade. This one is in the shade Dark to Deep. This was the only one that was available, so I picked it up. Shade does appear to be a little bit dark for my skin tone. Blends out really well and really easy. What I really like about this product is that it looks so dark and intimidating, but once you start blending it out, it's actually quite sheer, so it's very easy to work with as well, and it's not like patchy and too much on your skin. Now for blush, I'm going to be trying out this Daily Forever 52 Juicy Chicks. I've already used this once prior. I really like this one. I got this one in the shade 005. They don't really have any name, I guess. It's a very subtle nude shade of blush, which actually matches my top as well really well. I'm super impressed with this blush formulation, by the way. And now for highlighter, I'm going to be using this Eba Must Have Get Set Glow highlighter, and I think this comes in just one shade. This is what the shade looks like. It's a little rosy toned. That's the reason I picked it up for this video today. Taking very tiny amounts of this. It's not extremely dewy, but it adds a subtle glow and it's not emphasizing anything on the skin. And that's the reason I always liked this particular product. So beautiful. Applying a little bit of this on my nose. Ooh, I completely forgot. I also got a bronzer from Physicians Formula. This one is their Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer. And this is in the shade, I think, Medium Deep. This was quite pricey. It's not the most affordable product, but I'm just going to be including the demo. This is what the bronzer looks like. I feel like it's a little light for my skin tone, but we'll see. Taking the Swiss Beauty contour brush. Now setting my face with this RENEE Makeup Fixing Setting Spray. This is also a new product. There were a lot of new launches from RENEE and that's the reason I picked it up. So this is what the packaging looks like. It does like kind of squirt out the product a little bit. And also it's heavily fragranced. It's almost reminding me of the Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla body mist. It's that strong. I don't think it's a great setting spray. I don't feel like it did anything major. Now onto the lips. I have these Mars matte lip color. This one is in the shade Spiced Brown. I also picked up the shade called Trend Train. These are, I think, they're newer launches of liquid lipsticks and I just wanted to try it out. First I'll try the shade called Trend Train. They're not the most pigmented on the first go and you have to build on it, but they feel really nice and lightweight on the lips. And this is the shade Trend Train, which is a little bit of like a purple tone shade. Not my favorite, a little too cool toned for this look. This is the shade called Spiced Brown, which is more like a cool toned brown shade. Again, I don't like it that much with this particular look. The other shade I have is from Mama Earth. This one is in the shade Carnation Nude. This was a requested shade for me to try out and I actually really like this shade. So yeah, a quick review of all of these products before I end this video. This is a palette I have talked about before, the Mars Mesmereyes eyeshadow palette. It's really affordable. The shimmer shades and the matte shades are really nice and pigmented. You also get a pressed glitter shade. I don't really like the pressed glitter shade in the Mars eyeshadow palette. I feel like they have a lot of fallout and they're not very easy to blend. But other than that, this is a really good eyeshadow palette if you want to invest in. And then the Mars multi-chrome eyeshadows, these are so good, especially for the price. Some of them are duochrome. I don't see another shade shift. They are just 2 shade shifts I can see. So I have the shade, I have all the shades. This one is called Finland Flesh, which is more like a green and pink shift to it. And this is the one that I used in today's video, which is called Canadian Gleam, and it's what I have on the center part of my eye. It has a really beautiful reflex, but make sure to use it on top of another shimmer shade because otherwise it just is not as pigmented as you would desire. But the shimmer shade also has to not be as pigmented as the one that I used from the Mars eyeshadow palette. It should be a little bit more subtle so that this one does the job and it sparks a lot more, but beautiful eyeshadows. And then the mascara, I have again talked about this prior. This is a really nice lengthening mascara. It gives you nice feathery looking lashes. It doesn't clump up as much, but it doesn't give you the most voluminous lashes. So just keep that in mind. But I really like this mascara and I have been using this quite a bit. And now when it comes to the face, I'm not quite sure what I think about this RENEE Bollywood filter primer because I don't feel like it's a very like pore filling primer. It's not something that gives you that filtered effect even. It's not like it's smoothing out your skin or anything. So any other pore filling primer would just do. Maybe you can skip on this one. And then the face gloss, however, I really enjoyed using this. I really like it. It does make your face look a little like naturally dewy, not extremely like shiny looking, not like you look like a disco ball, but it's beautiful. It doesn't really have large shimmer particles to it. So again, it's something that you can use without worrying about it. And it doesn't peek through even after like you apply like a subtle BB cream like I did. Now the BB cream, it's a really nice BB cream. I really like how it's sitting on my skin right now. It's just meshed in really well with my skin. It's just a little bit like runny and a little hard to blend, especially with the brush. It does get streaky. Make sure to press the product in and like buff it into your skin rather than just like dragging the brush around. And I'm not sure of the shade selection that they have. I feel like this is a pretty good match for me. It is a little bit like orange tone, but because it's not the most pigmented product, I feel like it works really well and the consistency is quite thin and runny. So again, it's not like showing a stark difference on my skin. You can't really get a great coverage with this, but it looks really nice and skin-like. Pressed powder, I really like it. It's a nice finely milled pressed powder. It's not like kicking up underneath my eyes, and this concealer is somewhat like full coverage and sometimes it can be a little bit matte as well, and it's not like drying my under eye area out. So this is a pretty good pressed powder, pressed banana powder if that's what you're looking for. And then we have the highlight of the show, which is this blush, which I absolutely love. These blushes are so good. They feel like some high-end blush and they blend like a dream, and the shade is really good as well, and it's showing up, it's like staying on my skin. So I really like this blush, and most of the products from this brand have always turned out to be really good for me. Daily Forever 52. And then we have the contour, again, really nice. It looks so intimidating in the tube, like I mentioned, like really dark, because this is for deep dark skin, but it blends out really well and you can't pretty much see it. It's a little bit like it shears out when you blend it, and it looks good. Nice cream blush. And then we have the bronzer, which is not the most pigmented, but if you want like a subtle wash of color and add a subtle warmth to your skin, you can try this out. If you are anywhere deeper than my skin tone, I don't think it will show up on your skin. And yeah, the highlighter, I have talked about it before. It looks really nice and natural on the skin. The liquid lipsticks are not the most pigmented, but they have a wide variety of shade selection, very tempting to try it out and very affordable as well. And they don't feel very drying on the lips, but they're not the most comfortable as well. Like when you're trying to like wear it for a long time, it does powder a little bit towards the center and do get onto your teeth, so just keep that in mind. But I really like the shade selection that they have. The Mama Earth lipstick Carnation Nude, what a beautiful shade, what a beautiful formulation. I absolutely love this particular lipstick range itself. The setting spray, I would say skip on this one. It's not my favorite. It just is heavily fragranced, doesn't set your makeup that well, and the mist on this is not the most like fine mist. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I wanted to film like a Valentine's Day get ready with me, but also something that I can show you some newer products, not just the same old products, and make it a little bit more interesting. And in case you are planning to buy this for any special day, I can just give you a warning up front. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I'll leave all the product links in the description box below, so make sure to check it out. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.